Hey guys, it's Brick Thunder, and today I'm going to be unboxing, setting up, and doing a demo of Home Depot's Teary the Clown. Okay, so here he is. This is one I was not expecting to get. At the first leaks of this guy, he didn't look all too crazy. I love the concept of the darker clown. Usually we get these very colorful clowns, so something like this is very unique. But it wasn't until I saw the full scale of movement. He was broken in the first ones. His head wasn't turning, but when he arrived at stores and when people got him, his head was turning and his body moves in a cool way. So great animation, and the overall look is unique. So I picked him up today because I definitely need some more clowns for the back. Lots of space to fill back there. So here he is. Let's get straight into the unboxing. Okay, so it is cut open now. I have not looked inside, and I have never seen this in person. So I'm excited to see the size of this thing because it looks to be a pretty large prop, and it is 7 feet tall. So here is one of the hands, and already, yeah, this thing is huge. Not quite a 10-footer's hand. I do have the Morris Costumes 10-foot. Not quite as big, but it is very close. So for a 7-foot prop, that is pretty large. Here is the one grasping the flowers. Again, large hand right there. Looks cool. I do see the flowers in there, but they look like they might be a bit stuck. Here's the base. Oh, there they are. Yeah, here's the base. This is really cool. There's big form pieces for the shoes. That's awesome. I've never seen that. Usually it's just little notches. Here are the flowers. These are awesome. Very, very detailed flowers. They do look awesome. Put that down there. We have, this looks to be his hat, which is absolutely massive. Let's take this out. Jeez, that is a very large top hat. Let's kind of puff this out a bit. Let's see this. Yeah, this thing is huge. Wow. And then it also has the hair, kind of like Uncle Charlie on the inside there. So that's cool. Also like all the witches. Here is one piece of clothing. It looks to be the pants. Whoa. Oh, wow. His head is huge. What? I was not expecting that at all. This thing is giant. Okay. So it does have mouth movement. It is a full latex head, although it looks great. And it has the red glowing eyes. But wow, that's big. That is a lot bigger than I expected. Here is one of the leg foams. We have some overshirt clothing right here, and I think the undershirt is in there as well. He's got a large back arch piece right here. It actually shows that it protects the motor as well, but this is for some form as well, and it's got the same type of plastic that Dark Angel and a few other Home Depot stuff has, so that's cool. 2 arms right here with pre-attached foam. We have some cardboard blocking some other stuff. We have the mechanism here, the first mechanism. This is the body tilt, which is really nicely engineered. Look at that. There's a big bearing right here, and then it's got a spring, good spring too, and then the motor down here. That's really well done right there. Thick metal as well. Always happy with Home Depot's quality with that stuff. And then we have the head turn right up here. This is the shoulder piece with the head turn. And this is actually coated nicely. The way it moves is really cool. We have some more cardboard pieces here. Here's the hip loop. We have another leg foam, the adapter in box. And then finally we have these shoes right here. I didn't even see them at first, but these are some of the coolest clown shoes for sure. Here they are. Let's take them out. Look at the detail on these things. Both are right here. They kind of come apart like that. And there they are. These things are very nicely detailed, well painted as well. And then yeah, the sculpt is awesome. They look to be about the same size as most clown shoes. So looks great. Let's get to the setup. Alright, let's begin. So we're starting here with our B poles. This looks to be a very traditional SVI clown setup. Snap that in. Nice snap locks as well. These are definitely good quality poles there. These are already very strong. Next, it actually recommends putting on the shoes here. So we'll slide these right down. And as you can see, they really fit that form right there. These are not going to move. That's even better than the little notches. That's awesome. Yeah, I have not seen a prop that does that. These are labeled D. These are just going to slide in right here. Yeah, I'm really surprised with these. These are nice. Even though they're not squares, the square ones seem to be the best out of the retail props. These are probably second best. These are thick poles. All right, let's slide this one down here. And there we go. So that just helps with the forming of the knee section mostly, just making it look less pole-like. And then we have the pants right here, like the dark pants that he has. It also has elastic bands at the bottom, still making it look kind of clown ruffle-like, but keeping it that dark, eerie look. We're going to slide these down one leg at a time until we can expose the poles in here. So I have one halfway slid down. We're not going to slide it down fully yet because that'll make this one a bit difficult. But then, yeah, these do have the elastic, so you have to get that around first, but then you can slide it all the way down like that. And then we need to expose the poles at the top up here. There's another elastic for the waist that's going to go around the hip loop, and it's just going to expose like that. So that looks good. Let's move the camera up to continue. All right, so let's keep moving up. We have the hip piece right here. And there is also the hip loop that we want to attach to this. For now, let's just have these wires go down. There is actually a surprising amount of wires that goes to this. But yeah, the hip loop is going to slide on right after we click this down into the legs, like that. And then, yeah, let's get the hip loop, and we'll slide it over the top like this. There is a big side and a small side, but it actually looks like the two poles are the same. So it doesn't really matter which way this goes. It looks to be pretty symmetrical, so it can just slide on like that. And then we can take the pants and the elastic around the pants and form it like that. So that makes a pretty realistic look right there for the legs. Bulked out, which looks good. It has a nice quality fabric to make that look good. So next we are going to actually attach the second mechanism piece right here. This is the shoulder frame. And then there's also the piece that attaches to the back of this, which is the form. We have this giant forming piece, which definitely gives him another more bulked out look, which looks great for a prop this tall. Let's slide this down. These look to be the same size connectors, so it doesn't matter which side these go on, although it is very obvious which side it does, just because it is facing back, covering the mechanism, and also creating that arched back form. So next we have our clothing here, another highly detailed but dark piece, which I love. Here it is, flannel type shirt, looks cool. We'll unvelcro this, and it looks like a lot of it does, which helps. This actually very much helps on a setup this large. Now we're going to take this and slide it down the body like that, and then we can actually come around back and take this piece back up over the shoulders, and we're going to actually velcro this from the back. There we go. Okay, so that looks good. This is already attached to the undershirt like that, so that looks cool. And he has these nice buttons, which actually disguise the sensor as one of the buttons, which is really cool. So there we go. Let's attach his arms now. We have his right arm over here. We're just going to slide this up the sleeve and then go around back through the Velcro section and attach it up to the joint at the top. There we go. We'll just slide this down for now. We can adjust all that when we need to. And then we have his other arm right over here. This is just the skeleton hand. That one was the one holding flowers. We'll do the same thing over here. There we go. So slide this down, just form it a tiny bit. We can always adjust that later, but he is looking good. So next what we're going to do is we are going to attach his hands right here. We have the first skeleton hand right over here, and it's actually pretty heavy. This is a really nice quality hand. It is plastic, but it seems to be pretty thick plastic. So we'll slide that down, just Velcro it onto the hand there. Then we have our other skeleton hand over here, which attaches to this side, and this is the one that is holding the flowers. So we'll slide those in as well. And these just slide right down. There's two separate holes that are aligned in his hand, and you're just going to align all the flowers with those, and then we're going to slide them down, and they're just going to slide it until they reach. Okay, so that looks cool right there. So our final steps are the head and hat. He does have a little piece. It's not really a neck ruffle, but this piece that's guarding the neck, so you don't see any of the metal, which I like. I do wish more clowns had something like that, because sometimes it's pretty obvious to see. But it looks like I'd say he's probably in the up position right now. So he will bend down more. Keeps turning a bit. But yeah, he should bend down a bit more, but he's very tall when he's like this. And then the hat adds a bit of extra height as well. And we're just going to align the hat, making sure the hair is on all sides of the head like that. And now we're just going to attach this up at the top. This does Velcro on right there, and then we can pose the hair as we need to, like that. And then this is actually going to get tucked under the outfit, like this, to hide all the metal and make the clothing still obvious and noticeable up here. And so that all still looks good. But there he is, fully set up. I'll pose everything, make sure everything looks good, and we have to wire him up. But it is time for his demo. Here we go. All right, he is fully wired up and ready. Let's plug him in.
Roses are red, violets are blue. You better hide, or I'm gonna catch you. You know what I love about rotting flowers you find on a grave? They're free! They sure are pretty. Once a clown crawled out of a grave to get all the attention he desperately craved. He picked all the flowers and soon after devoured and chased after all that misbehaved. Start running!
Alright, so there he was, Teary the Clown from Home Depot. I think this thing is really cool. The unique concept is great. The darker color scheme is something we really don't see on clowns, so that's awesome to see. I think he's definitely a creepier clown than usual. Just something more eerie about a clown like this, rather than fun or funny. So I think that's pretty awesome. The overall look is great. They did an awesome job on detailing. The flowers are really cool. And I actually figured out a cool thing you can do with the flowers. It's not included, but you can run a fog tube to the flowers and make the flowers look like they're fogging. And that gives a flaming type effect. And I think it's just a really creepy, dark, unique effect to him that definitely adds a lot. But yeah, overall, this guy's an awesome prop for what you get. If you are looking for clowns, this is a great one. This definitely seems like it's going to last a while, too. Amazing quality, and the overall look is super unique, as I've said, and really creepy. So definitely would recommend this guy. His price is $200, which I think is very fair for the size as well. But yeah, there he was, Teary the Clown from Home Depot. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.